we go again. You think by now I know better. Locked in my head, romanticizing forever. Last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Diving at first into all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes, playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? My God, don't we look good together? I should be running away, but so what, whatever. Oh, last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Diving at first into all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes, playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be...
Hey everyone, it's Kathy Zilski. Welcome back to my channel and my weekly live stream. Kathy, that's me, makes a card. It's my weekly live stream. It's Wednesday, it's noon central. Welcome, good to see you all. Okay, I don't know what's happening there. Hey everyone, so I've been shoveling snow today. We've got at least 1.5 feet on the ground. It's kind of crazy and it's really pretty, and I don't really have to go anywhere except to the grocery store. And you know, I have a car, I have a Subaru, it's gonna make it just fine. Although my son did borrow my car this morning to get to work. So there you go, you know, it's gonna happen. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I've got a lot to share today, and I'm gonna start out with a few things, because there's some things that I want to share. So I'm going to start out by sharing some of those things. Number one, the Tim Holtz free gift is still going on. These snowflake rosette dies, they're still in stock. And you have to spend $30 of Tim Holtz product at Simon Says stamp. And if you do, you get it for free. I've done a few videos with this and had a lot of fun with it. So there's that. Also, another fun December promotion for today, tomorrow, and the 12th is 20% off Pink Fresh. Pink Fresh Studio at Simon Says Stamp. I know a lot of you love Pink Fresh. I love Pink Fresh, and there is a sale on that as well. Now, real quick, I want to jump to the table because I can tell you, you want to spend some money on Tim, you can find it. I have just started undertaking the great label project of late 2025. I think these labels are fabulous. I'll show you what my current system looks like. I printed some on label paper. I have some like that. I have some like that. I'm going to do them 1 or 2 a day, easy peasy breezy. And I ordered these the day they came out from Simon Says Stamp. I only got the 4 sheets for my oxides, which this will inspire me to use more. And then I got the 4 sheets for the minis, my cubes. I don't know why, because I don't store them on the side. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because this is a project that's happening here. This needs to go now. Okay, you can go on the floor. Okay. The other promo that I have today is 2 things. Number 1, I'm teaching at Pink and Main's birthday bash in April, the 18th and 19th, 2026, with all these amazing women. And I'm a big fan of Michelle and her designs and all the cuteness. So I'm very excited to be part of this. There is an early bird pricing right now. I think it goes through, it's a few more weeks, maybe December 19th, if I recall correctly. But that is linked in my description. And today, my exclusive discount for Glassboard Studio got bumped back up to 20% because they're having a last call to deliver before Christmas or order before Christmas. So if you still are looking at some of those things, I gotcha. So those are things. I have links in my description. Also, I am working on a video, and the video is called Link in the Description. I had a giveaway of a box last week, maybe, yeah. And a lot of people had trouble finding my blog. They had trouble finding the links in my description. And I know that if you're not like really savvy with all that stuff, I got you. I'm working on a video today. I thought I would have it ready so I could preview it here on my live, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get it done. So, hey, Libby, good to see you. Yes, Libby works with Pink and Main, and she was instrumental in inviting me along with Michelle to teach. So I'm very happy to be there. Thank you. Yeah, this haircut is a couple weeks old now, but it's also greasy. It's very dirty, and so it probably looks really good that way. So I want to talk about a few things that I think I'm going to work on today. And let's just get into that. So yeah, I just wanted to point some of those things out and show you, because I always got things going. Link in the description. We all say it on YouTube, and it depends on where you're watching it. But again, my video, you always look for underneath like that word more. You tap on that, things drop down, all kinds of information is yours. Okay, where are we at? Oh yeah, today. Okay, so what I want to do today is, this is one of my new dies, and because it's December, I kind of want to focus on some good old-fashioned die cutting. And this die is just called stripped, and all it is designed to do is cut strips. Now, if you have the sentiment label dies, you can use those for that. But I thought, you know what? I wanted a die that just cut them all out at once. And so that's why I made it. And I'm gonna use it today. Now, here's my little story though. I'm going to use some pattern paper that's very low in stock. Simon Says Stamp, I think, are sold out of this. I think Ranger on their website, it said they had 4. I'm going to do something with a more holiday theme, but you could do this with anyone. Oh, Vicky, you're making the bets. One thing that I need to do though is pick a paper. Now, this paper, the reason I ordered this is because it was in a card kit, and I loved it so much that when I was filming the video, I'm like, I need to see if I can get more of this. And surely enough, I did, because I ordered early. And anyway, but there's so many beautiful papers in this kit or in this pack. Oh, see that? Do you know what? I'm not going to use that. I should frame that. Wouldn't that look cool in this, like anywhere in my craft room? Yeah, we're not going to cut into that one. But I thought I would find, well, maybe some stripes, maybe something that has a common sort of feel. And I'm going to cut some stripes. Now, I don't want to do too many because I don't want to waste this paper because I love it. Oh, although, you know what? That's cute too. I love it so much, but we're going to do that. I'm just showing you how cute these papers are. But again, any pattern paper you have that is 6x6 would be great. And I know many of you have that. Also, I would like to say hello to Beth because I just saw her say that she would frame that too. Beth is here moderating today to help link and chat and answer your fabulous questions. Okay, yes, I'm not using that paper. That paper, I should get it custom framed. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, I think what I'll do is, because I have used, I don't know which, I like those tones better. And remember, these are all two-sided, so you get like, you know, a couple little guys, and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start out by cutting some strips. Does that sound good? All right, I'm going to put you, oh, can I show you something that I bought? Please don't laugh. Please don't laugh. Here's what happens. Stuff falls on under my desk, and my desk is really deep. And when I bend over and I have a clip in my hair, I inevitably bonk my head and it hurts. And so I'm trying to pick up all the trash that I inadvertently throw. So I bought one of these. I bought one of these. Ready? Oh, hello. I've entered this phase of my life, and now I can just reach under the desk, pick up the garbage, bring it up. I don't know. It brought me joy. It was $9. Okay, so let's get ready to die cut. Now today, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not gonna die cut cam. I'm gonna Gina K die cut cam, which is just gonna be right about here in my table. Oh, also, I'm gonna use sending warm hugs today as my greeting. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I got a grabber, and I don't know. I think it's pretty great. Okay, there we go. Trying to grab a paper cutter. So the funny thing about the grabber is I told my husband, I'm like, here's an idea for Christmas, something that I want. He said, I want a grabber. He goes, okay. And then 15 minutes later, I said, don't get me the grabber. I found one online. So I don't have a need. I don't have a Christmas list. Okay. That's just not, Now, because check this out. Okay. You don't have to waste all your paper. You can cut it. And so I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to cut it at, I guess, 5.5 inches. Let's get you in here. And that way I can put the other, I'm actually going to go just a little past. Is that right? Wait, 5.5. No, 5 and, oh, it's USA 2. Okay, is it 5? Hold on here. I don't want to waste. Waste not, want not. 4.25. It's 4.25, right? Yeah, more or less. I'm just going to cut this. Actually, no, 4.5. Did I ever mention that math isn't really my thing? Let's do 4.5. All right. So that way, this goes with the others for many other things, and that's big enough to do something really cute with. Okay. Now we're going to come in here and go back to 4.5. By the way, I have been grooving on this trimmer. A lot more. I think I'm using it way more than I used to. And I have all three of them, the Tim Holtz ones, and I think they're my go-tos. But if I've ever mentioned this, when I was a scrapbooker, I never used a guillotine. I always used an X-Acto knife and a metal ruler. And when I started making cards, I realized, oh, that doesn't really work. I mean, it does and it doesn't. Okay. Coffee break. Also, Franklin, my grandkitty's here, but he has no interest in coming up here. He's he's such a snob. Okay, I'm going to cut some strips. So let's start. I'm going to check my intercut and put it at die cut. Oh, how about a -2? Because that's usually what I do. And I'm going to get this going down like that. And do I have my plates? Yes, I do. I'm sorry, my nose is a little runny, and I'm not sick, but hold on. Maybe it's winter allergies. I have no idea. Carmen Nance has a question for me, and I will pop this up. Yes, I prefer this. I prefer the guillotines. I've never really gotten the hang of the rotaries. I know they're great, but for me, this is kind of my jam. And I have had nothing but good luck with my guillotines. They're just wonderful. I don't think I ever got the hang of the rotary ones. I know you have to kind of push it in a little, and I am going to hope this stays in place, and we're just going to pop this on top like that, and runs through so easily. Look, one-handed. Also, I meant to repaint my nails today. The grow out is a little longer than I prefer. Okay. The link for the grabber, I will definitely, I'll have to add that after the fact. But here, I kind of want to keep this in order if I can. So, well, let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I've got little strips now. And if I just flip this over like that. Oh, there's a big magnet there. Oh, we don't need you. Let me just poke everything out. Now, these are all in measurements, common measurements, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and oh gosh, they can just all come out. It's fine. It's not that critical that all your patterns line up. I mean, if you want to be a stickler about it, you can, but I'm just going to poke these out and let them go. Also, they're double-sided, you know, so this paper is 2-sided, so we're going to set that there. Now, let's take another one. See, you know what else is very helpful? I just saw a die landed on someone's floor. The other day, I dropped one, and you know how they can be hard to pick up? Use your little magnetic wand. Also, a little hot tip. If you have been using this a lot, and sometimes you try to pick up something heavy and the magnet comes out, just pop it back in. It'll be fine. You can add a little glue if you want, but it's really just set into that holder. But I know a couple people asked me about that, and I want you to know. It's easy to fix. Oh, thank you. This cream Old Navy sweatshirt that I got for $19.99. I went into Old Navy. It's a 2XL. It is comfy. It's roomy. I don't want to be bound by anything. I want to be free. You know, I just want to be free. Anyway, thank you. I ordered another one in black on their website because they didn't have it's the tunic style, so it's nice and roomy. Okay, and here, again, though, you can still go like that. Like, it'll pick them up, no problem. But if it comes out I have 2 on either side of my desk. I love these things. Okay, so you guys come here. Oh, all right. And I think I'll just kind of drop it. Are you all going to fall out? Yeah, yep, they're coming. They want to fall. Cuts beautifully, and there we go. The nice thing about the strip cutter is that it gives it that nice finished edge, and I kind of love that. And I love a strip card. In fact, true story, when I started making cards, one of the things I spent a good amount of time doing was watching Jennifer McGuire's channel. Because Jennifer and I had been friends for years, and I'm like, maybe I should see what it is she does. And so what I ended up doing is I watched a video of hers where she took cardstock strips. Let's see, how's that hair doing? We're okay. And she put them on paper, and then she cut a shape out. And I was like, what? This is amazing. So Jennifer, that's one of the things I saw a long time ago, and I loved it. Okay, now we need to get some other colors. Hold tight. All right, I'm gonna bring in my scrap bin for a second. And this is a bin where I put things that are basically 4 1/4 by 5.5, or 4 1/4 by 5.5 tall or smaller. Now, this little bin, I can't link anymore. I can't find a link. It was from M Design. Yeah, I love this thing, but I bought it like 5 years ago. But you can buy similar things. You know that you can order things to hold your spice packets. This is basically the same thing, okay? So I want to get a red, and I may not have one, so just be forewarned. That's pretty. I wonder what that is. Gosh. Oh, wait. Do I have? Oh, I do. I don't know what this is. I'll have to identify it. That looks like Concord and Ninth, but that color is pretty nice. So I'm going to set this here for a second. And can I get that? I feel like this might be, no, that is not Concord and Ninth. Okay, it might be Gina K. I will find out, I promise. But now I want to cut some of these as well. So we're just stripping today. That is the thing. All right, I'll go this way now. Let's go this way. All right, like that? Yeah, okay. Come a little closer. There we go. All right, we're snapping in. We're gonna take this little guy. Now, this is a little thicker. It really does look like Gina, doesn't it? Do I have cranberry in here? I do. Wait, is that cranberry? Oh, it is. Okay, thank you for that. It's Concord and 9th Cranberry. Okay, good eye. Now, let's pop this in and we'll make some strips. Now, I'll probably go, so this is an actual 5.5 panel. This is lined up to work pretty much with the size, but I will tell you, I'm not going to use the full size on this because I'm going to trim this down a little. Okay, so when I do that, I'm going to take a little tape and see how I just kind of get it lined up right on the inside of the die cuts and go like that and fold it over. I'm just going to hold it in place. It will cut through the tape, but that Post-it tape usually doesn't cut anything. All right, there we go. Oh, speaking of December card kit, I just saw someone who's trying to watch, who's pulling double duty. I have a new card kit video coming, and it is the first card kit of 2026. The Simon Says Stamp card kit. The premiere will be Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Why 10 a.m.? Well, because our sweet friend Gina her holiday series begins with her Friday. It starts with her 12 days of Christmas event with the box, and she's at noon every day. So I'm going to go a little early on Sunday. Plus, on Sunday afternoon, I will have a video that's part of Gina's thing because she invited a few of us to make videos with her, for her, on her behalf. And I was honored to do that. Okay, I think for right now, that's all the die cutting that I'm going to do. And we're going to slide you guys in like that. Now I need some cardstock. And I think I will cut a piece of 80 pound. Let's get that up there. Sure. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to trim this down a little bit. And it was a fun kit. I actually made 6 cards and a tag, but I'm still gonna just leave the five as the main thing because I didn't show how the 6th card was made, but it's so simple that you'll know when you get there. Okay, this is already 4.5, so I'm gonna put it at 5.5, I guess. And we're gonna make a panel of stripes. That's all we're doing. We're making a panel. And I think, do I have anything to glue on? Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this in because I don't like to get mucky muck on things. But before I do this, I kind of should figure out what is the pattern going to be. So we're gonna take, oh, and here's another question. What is the pattern going to be, and should we work in some metallics? Okay, and here's where it doesn't really matter. You can be perfectly lined up, but you don't need to be perfectly lined up. Do I want to do some metallic golds? I kind of do. So let me grab a panel. Okay. I have a little gold, but I don't want a ton of gold. I just want a little gold. So I'm going to cut this. Let me look at the die. So on this die, if I'm going to add gold, I'm just going to do a little. Now, someone had asked me, they'd emailed me and said, can you get a bunch of different colors cut at once? You absolutely can. You can lay sections over, right, and cut them out that way. I don't think you can perfectly get them all filled up with different colors because I think that would be really hard to do. However, I'm going to take just a little section here, like that, and I'll set you aside. And now I am going to use the magnetic map function, and I'll show you why. Okay, so maybe I should have had my die cut cam set, but I don't. Let's go clear plate like that, magnetic plate, and I always cut into the same plate. So whether I'm cutting down or up on my electric machine, I keep one plate clear, and that way it never puts any mucky muck into your things. And then I'll just put this here. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm not going to use the full length. And, oh, it's a little tape. I just want to have a couple little pieces of gold because I'm going to do my greeting in gold. Okay, this is very die cutty. And that's what we like to do in December. All right, I don't have die cut. Oh, come on, Kath. Did I line it up? Let me just turn around and run this through. Ah, my grabber. Okay. All right, great. Now I have two pretty gold strips that I can work into the design, okay? Well, there we go. You've done it. You've done well, Die. Thank you. I'm going to move you over here for now. Okay, so now we take some tape runner. Do I have tape runner? I did. Let me dig around here. There you are, Gina. Okay, I hope you don't run out. I think we have a lot. So now I just need to figure out the pattern. And I think I'm going to start here. And by the way, this is so easy to do. So easy to just take some strips, make some designs, and have a little fun. Now, I actually think I'm just going to lay this out before I do it because I'm not sure what I want to do 100% yet. I do want it to be angled. I do think it would be fun. And also the strip die cuts out multiples of the sizes. So if you want to do what I'm doing, right, it gives you more than 1/2 inch, more than 1/4 inch. I think it only gives you 1/3/4 inch, but this is like the easiest way to build a card. I'm going to zoom in a little. There we go. Okay. Oh, Diana in Western Min. Yeah, I did my shoveling this morning, but luckily my hubby did a bunch before he went to work, and my son did a bunch last night before he went to bed. So when those of you who live where it snows, you know if you do it in rounds, it's a lot easier than waiting till the snow is all done. Okay, and again, come in here. I may not angle it quite this much, but now I want to bring in that guy. So these are, and you can do more than one when you do this, right? And that's kind of cool. And mix and match those pattern papers. As long as you have like a common color happening, you know, a little bit is going to be kind of fun. And I'm going to show you now what is going to be my greeting on this card. That's why I wanted to have just a little bit of gold. So now that I look at it, I thought it would be cool to have the gold on the inside because of the, you know, the connection to the thing, but maybe the gold would look better. Let's see, I'll just pull this out. Can I pick these up with things? Yeah, that's easier. What if I did that instead and put the gold on the outside and put the red on the inside? You know what I'm saying? I like the connection, but sometimes I also like the idea that the gold, I want that gold to pop. And I think it will pop better if I do it like this. Also, here's a fun thing that I'm working on. Someone emailed me or asked me a question about sentiment placement on cards. And she said, do you have any videos just on sentiment placement? I said, well, not specifically. I mean, I talk about design review at the end, and I cover this in kind of every video that I do, but I don't have a specific video dedicated towards that, and I am going to make one. And I'm going to do it with tons of cards that I've already made and basically talk about sentiment placement on finished designs. Do you think that would be helpful? I'm curious because I get the idea of why it would be. Now, what if we did that? Is that going to have more of a pop? And again, we could be it's going to be elevated. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like that. Honestly, though, I don't even know if that gold needs it. Do you know what I mean? Thinking about it now. What if, it's pretty, right? Vellum, oh, that could be gorgeous. Diana, that could be gorgeous. And I have vellum, I have some things set up, so maybe I will do that. And then there will be a vellum shadow layer. I kind of like that. So we're going to build this out a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to put a little more red out here. Yep, I have another. There's enough to make it work. And then, I can keep going out with like, yeah, get a stripey here. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as I can cut a full panel from the mucky muck. Okay, and this could be up here like that. So let me grab my die and make sure. Okay, if I were to do a 3.5 inch cut, I think I would have to do, I might have to go smaller. So you can do straight up and down as well, but I do like that slight angle. So, and this greeting can go in a lot of different things, but I want it to seem a little more dominant. So how about this? I'm going to glue these all down. We're going to go that way. Oh, you just messed up your order. I think I can figure it out, but I'm going to do it quickly, hopefully. Okay, so is that a good idea? Oh yes, it will be popped up. And the nice thing is with when you do something like this, I'll go at this angle. It seals all of your stripes together. Okay, and now let's come here. I'm just going to add tape. I don't want to use liquid because I don't want that mucky muck, I don't want the moisture. I just want this. So we're going to glue these things down. And we're going to butt you up right there. Feel it along the way. And which way? See, if I do it this way, I work one side out, then I won't screw up the other one. Okay, it's good to know that people might be interested in that video because I think it would be fun. Okay, there's that guy. We're going to do another red. And it's happening. I recorded an intro for it when I had makeup on. Sometimes that's what you do. Because, you don't wear makeup every day if you're me. This is special. Okay, and then that guy, bringing this back in. Might need a little more here and here. This is just a great way to use straps. Scraps. So, you got them, you should use them. Use those scraps. And you don't have to use also the whole piece of the strip. We can cut some of these off and save some. Come on now. Like that. And we're going to put you on the outside. And I think that's enough. Now, this is what I want to do. Okay, let's go on this side. All right. Covering you up. I love this tape runner. I always try to keep some backups, but I am down to my last refill. And it always seems to go kaput when I am doing a video live. So hopefully this will be good. Okay. So again, we're going there. We're bringing in our little stripey. And you can go in the same direction. You can flip it it doesn't really matter, although I don't know if that makes a difference. But we'll pop that in. So yeah, December. But I can't wait to do more of the Tim Holtz organizing because I don't know. I think it's going to be great. Did I mess that up? No. Yes? Yes. Wait a second. Oh my gosh. I think I did. Okay, we're fine. Where's the other gold piece? I'm going to mix this up now because I think I did not do what I wanted to do. I think there should have been a gold one there. You know what? It's fine. It's going to be great. We're going to do it this way. Okay. Fine. We're good. We're going to make it this way here. Okay. See what happens when I talk? I should not talk. Kathy, zip it. Zip it. But the thing is with the stripe pattern, it doesn't matter. You can keep going. You can take some of your patterns and whatever you want to do with it, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Okay, so that's my panel. I know I should have switched that, like that, and that, but I feel like, I could take it up. Let's see what happens. Oh, piece of cake. Oh, I love this tape runner. Okay, we're good. And it'll be just fine because it'll seal right back in and it'll look fine. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Thank you for saying to switch that. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it over. Well, no, I'm not going to flip it over. I'm just going to burnish the goodness. Just burnish it down. So this is not a full panel, right? If I were doing perpendicular stripes, these would fill a full panel, just so you know. But I wanted to do something with a bit of an angle today, okay? I'm just going to cut some of these off here. And all these little pieces could do something. I don't know what they would do. They'd do something. Anyway, I asked a question if you were ready for the holidays, and my son, who he is living at home right now because college is done, but the world is expensive, as my daughter can attest to. So he's here saving his money, and he came down yesterday. He goes, "Are there no presents under the tree?" And I'm like, "Not yet, dude. Not yet. Mom hasn't had time. She's working on it." And I felt bad. Okay, let's see what I can cut here and get it all in. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go. No, yes, no. I want to get more of this. And this is, no, I'm gonna go smaller. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. See, when you go with this paper, oh yeah, baby. Yep. That's the crop that I want. So let's get some vellum cut here, because see, this can be off of the panel, right? And look at all these stripes. I don't want to lose you, so get out here. Let me cut a vellum. Oh, what tree? You know, let me grab some vellum. Hold tight. Simon says stamp. Where are you? There you are. We put up our tree on December 1st. And sometimes I wish we had a fake tree. A lot of times I wish we did, because I would put it up probably the day after Halloween just for the joy of twinkle. But my husband, he's like, "No, it has to be real." I'm like, all right. I grew up with an artificial tree and it was fine by me. It's fine by me. All right, I'm going to cut a little piece so that I may do the shadow layer, and we're going to float it. I'm not cutting this quite yet, but this is a lovely thing you can do with these guys. Oh, thank you, Christine. Thank you for the super chat. Well, I try to be funny and I try to share information that is good to go. You know, it's not for everyone. And if you know who you are, you know who you are. Okay, so we're just going to do that. I'm just going to cut that little piece like that. But I actually really look forward to, the live streams. I used to get nervous. Now I don't. Things could go wrong. It's nice to see people in real time, even though I can't actually interact with all of you as much as I would like to. But I just saw someone who said we've never had a real tree. You know, I never had until I met Dan. And, you know, it was cool. It was cool to move to Minnesota and have a real tree. Like, I'd never done that before. So we've done that ever since. And, yeah, we don't get a ginormous tree. I don't like ginormous trees because I'm the one that does all of the lights. And you know how that is? Like, my husband's like, "I want to get something bigger," because he talks just like that. Ooh. And I'm always like, you don't decorate it and you don't put the lights on. So no, mama gets some say. And let's just cut this vellum out real quick. And again, I'll just run this through my electric machine so I don't have to pull the other one out. Anyway, see, okay, Ingrid, that's part of my argument, is that I don't like cutting trees down, but that's a whole thing. Oh yeah, panicking today, Marlene Youngman, that would be a good one. Okay. But not to get all environmental on you, but then my husband pulled out some statistics about disposal of artificial trees and how they fill up landfills. So you know what? Maybe I should just make a paper tree some year and put it on the wall. my parents have just a very small tree now, like a little tabletop, artificial. And oh, and the other good news, I've seen a few comments fly by about cats. I'm not cutting this yet because I haven't committed. Excuse me. Frankie has no interest in our tree, which is wonderful. So he's downstairs right now, sleeping next to one of our heat registers because that's what he does. It's very cute. And yeah, I'm like, all right, he doesn't touch the tree. So I appreciate that. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah's coming, or is it here? I don't know. Beth, when's Hanukkah? Is it started? I should know these things. And all of the other things we do in the holidays together, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, it's a good month to just hang out together. Okay. Now, what am I doing? Okay. I'm going to take 2 of these. Oh, I need a third one. We're gonna do the third one. I'm gonna float this on vellum. Okay. And this is the coolest thing that I learned from one of you a long time ago. You stack some die cuts underneath your vellum and it looks like it's floating in midair. Easy to do. I'm getting glue everywhere. I'm adding some Connect glue here to layer 1. And it doesn't have to be overly glued, but just enough because, it'll hold together. Although I say that now, and I will be sending one of this. One of you will get this card if you choose to enter on my website /blog. I always hope the cards don't fall apart. Stephanie, does my grabber have a magnet? No, I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't think so. I mean, it was really inexpensive. It was like $9. And all right, so let's just get this lined up. Sometimes I have to pick it up to do it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now, this is going to be, did I do it wrong? Wait, did I do it wrong? No, wait, yes, no, yes, okay. So this is going to go underneath, but not yet, okay? I'm going to do this one first, but I do need one more layer of that particular cutout. So let's get one going. Oh, where's my paper? Here we go. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm going to show you real quick. When I'm cutting Nina's Classic Crest Solar White, I do like, if I'm not using my intercut to adjust tension, here, I'm just going to do this so I don't have to pull it out. I will do that. I will do that. And then I will put the magnetic plate on as well. Or the shim. Some people cut with their shim all the time. Hanukkah begins on December 14th. Thank you. Here we go. All right. I really didn't plan to do much die cutting with my on camera today, but this just sort of came to me because one of you suggested it, and it's a great idea. And I want to make sure that I put all of my tittles back in here. Okay. So let's see. Okay, now, what else is going on? I don't know. My father turned 92 yesterday. God, he looks good. He really does. I have to show you this because it's my dad. Where was the text from my brother? My dad is 92 years old. Look at him in his sneakers, his flat little stomach. He's never gained a pound in his whole life. He walks every day. And I wish I had his genetic material. I don't. So I just wanted to show you my dad because that's my dad. 92. Crazy. My mom is 91 and they just keep on trucking. I'm going to cut one more out. Okay. The funny thing is, they've been retired for years. why aren't they watching my YouTube channel? I mean, this would be prime, entertainment. And they get to see their daughter, but they don't. They won't see this. I could say anything I want, and they wouldn't see it. Oh, they're good. They're good. Okay, so we've done all the cutting I think that we need to do. And now we're going to build this up, okay? I'm going to build it up. As I said, I do not share their genetic material because I was adopted. And yeah, I was adopted as a baby. And I wish like I said, if I had my dad's genetics. It's crazy because, like, he probably smoked like a train until he was 40. I mean, he's 92 and in great health, both of them. A number of years ago, my dad was walking with my mom, and he was helping her up over the curb. He missed a step, fell, shattered his entire right leg. I had to fly out there because they live in Las Vegas, or Henderson, and he was coming home, so I came home to help get him settled. And 4 months later, when I came back to visit, he was literally jogging across the street again. He's a remarkably stubborn man. And yeah, to have that level of health at his age, I only hope I can have an inkling of that. Okay. So we're getting a lot of stacks here. We're stacking and we're gluing, and we're going to line you up too. And I'll just wiggle these into place gently. The stacking of the die cuts. So this is going to give us a little float over the vellum, and this is going to give us a little lift off the base. Well, Nikki, I know a lot of people don't have their parents. I will say this: I wish that I were closer with them, but there are reasons sometimes why you're not, and that's okay. Definitely, I'm cultivating relationships with my own children to really see them and meet them where they're at. That's what you got to do. That's what I have to do anyway. And I love my kids so much. They're amazing, amazing humans. Okay, so we're coming around here and working our way around. Oh, you just spent a week in Henderson. It's it's a fine place to be if you don't like weather. And they don't like weather, so I get it. I don't think I would like weather if I had to drive anymore through it. You know what I mean? I don't have to drive through it, so looking out the window, it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful here. I love Minnesota. I love Minnesota so much. Love the people here. Yeah. Now, Minnesota nice is a funny thing, but I do think people really have big hearts here. But honestly, I lived in Texas before I moved here for a short time. I have never met friendlier people than in the state of Texas. It was so different from Seattle. I just lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I thought people were so kind there. It was really sweet. Okay, so now we have that. How does that look? All right, I'm gonna take a little sip here. Okay, now I am going to start gluing here. So remember, we still have our tittles, the dots over the eyes. And I think I'm just going to have this flat for right now. I'm going to glue this on to the vellum. I really don't want this to ooze, so I'm just going to do a little stripe down the middle of each letter form. Okay, like that. Should be enough to hold it. I can't see your comments right now while I'm head down gluing, but I would like to note, Vicki West, you lost your bet because my hair's still here. Still up. It's fine. It's behind my ears. I am wearing pajama pants too, by the way, that I picked up at Costco. Now, they're great. Yes, Kristen, I am in the Twin Cities. Yep, I live in St. Paul. I've lived in St. Paul since I moved here. My husband was born and raised here. Well, he was not born in St. Paul. He was born in Green Bay. But he grew up here in St. Paul. Oh gosh, did I just get glue on my... No, I think I'm okay. So let's come here and let's say I want to lay this... Oh gosh, I can't see that at all. What about that? I can't make... Yeah, it's a little better. Okay, we're going to lay this on here, and just get that nice shadow layer lined up, okay? And it's a nice size shadow layer. I like mine to be kind of generous, but see how we have that floating? Okay, let's put a brick on it. I know, Beth, look at me. I went to Costco. I got some pajamas. I went to Old Navy. I went to, that's about it. That's about it. Okay. You know, sometimes I go to the post office. Okay, we're gonna let that adhere, and maybe while that's adhering, oh no, I'm not committing yet. We're gonna wait. All right, what time is it? Oh, 12:50. That's pretty good. Oh well, okay. Football fandom. Here's the thing. Dan said to me the other night, and yes, Christmas break now will be the time we do a video together. But Dan said the other night, he goes, you know, I don't really follow football like I used to. He doesn't. Like, he doesn't watch football. Oh, Kristen, St. Louis Park. My daughter was born at the hospital in St. Louis Park all those years ago because I used to work in Edina and my doctor was in St. Louis Park. That's where my daughter's from. Anyway, he just doesn't follow football like me. Does he love the Pack? Of course he loves the Pack. Do we love the Vikings? Of course we do. We actually are big fans of the NFC Central. So I like Detroit. I like Green Bay. I like Chicago. I never root against those teams because, Nikki wants to know, this is important stuff. Will I ever cut? Yes, 100%. Honestly, this is what I think. If I wasn't quite so chubby right now, I'm chubby. It is what it is. I'm still a good person, but if I were thinner in the face, I might cut my hair really short. And I don't know what's going to happen with that. So maybe I'll do it. But yes, I will have short hair again. This is actually really easy most of the time. Okay, now here's the fun part. We're going to glue this to the back of this. So you always have to remember, wait, what am I doing? Because I've screwed this up before. But yeah, I love the Packers. I love all of the NFC Central teams. Okay, so now we add our boost up to the vellum. So this will look like it's floating on the card. It's a lot of gluing, but sometimes when you love a die cut, you have to go all in. You have to be ready to cut. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, wait, Tampa Bay Bucks. Wait, what division are they in? Aren't they doing really well, though? Isn't Baker Mayfield their QB? I do know probably more about football than some of you would care to know. I don't know. I know it's a violent sport. I shouldn't enjoy watching it, but it reminds me of the time of year that I like most, which is fall and winter. And I think there's a connection to that. Also, maybe I've said this before, but because I'm not really close with my dad the way I wish I was, because football was my connection to him. That was one way that I could be with him and spend time with him. You know what I mean? That he loved football and watching it. And so I think I kind of loved it too. And it just kind of carried over. Okay. I don't need to go into my personal family histories, but what is that weird noise? Oh, that's my die. Hold on. Let's grab this. Let's get the grabber. Okay, see, I picked it up. Okay, now I don't want to screw this up, so I am going to flip it. Like that. I'm going to get glue on this, and I don't care, on this little guy. So we're going to, did I ever change my glasses? Oh my gosh. That's why I've been having, so much better. Okay, and then I'm just gonna line it up on the back side. You gotta kind of wiggle it. You gotta kind of shadow it out right there. And now we have the ability to float a greeting. And we're gonna let this sit right there. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I'm telling you. Okay, magnets and things and okay. I need to find my little pin. Oh no, there you are. Frankie! You know, I've done this once before where I bribed him with churro at the opening of a live once, and but he's gonna be fine. He'll do what he's gonna do. He loves my daughter, and that's all that matters. Okay. See, it's fun to bring up you bring up the sentimental stuff in the chat, and you think about why you liked sports, and yeah, now I don't want to get, do I have any? No, that's all good. I didn't want to get any adhesive on my plates if I don't have to. So let's cut. I am going to cut into here, and I am going to do that crop. Oh gosh, you know what? Hold on. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Here we go. Okay. There are two sets of these. There are more A2 rectangles and A2 rectangles. Great pair to have. And the reason I want to see one of them goes a little bigger. Oh, yes, that's just it's like 1/8 of an inch larger. I am going to, oh no! Where did it go? I don't want to roll over it. Where did it go? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's gone. Where, what? Hold on. I heard it, I'm looking. There it is. Let me get the grabber. It's way under the desk. Let me get the grabber. Maybe there is a magnet. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Oh my word. That's the best day of my life. Thank you. Whoever said, does it have a magnet? It has a magnet. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger. Back to, wait, no, that's the smaller one. You go there. Okay, this is just a little bigger, and I'm going to take advantage of that little extra space. And you just want to look from, top corner to corner to make sure you get it just about right. And now we will tape it. Okay, good, yes. I do want to tape it right there so you don't slip. And now I'm cutting into the plate because I want to have a nice clean cut. Yeah, it has a magnet. I'll link it after the live. Also, when the live is done, I will update the supply list. Beth will email me and tell me all the things that I forgot. And so, and then I'll take pictures. So here we go. We're just gonna pretend this is our die cut cam today. Okay. I'm going to run it through twice. Okay, because I want to make sure that I cut all the way through. Yes, I did. Okay, picking it up. And that is, it can go either way, but that is my little stripped up, pretty trimmed panel. So easy. And here's the thing. I can also do it this way. I could do a horizontal card now if I wanted to. And I might do that. Seriously though, you got the pattern papers, strip them up, man. You can also just sit and cut with your paper trimmer. You can make your own strips. You don't have to have my fancy die. I'd love it if you get it, but you don't have to. And now you can see, okay, we could have this coming off like that. Let's get a note card. I think I'll do a side fold so that there's no confusion. All right, up here. All right. I think I'll do a side fold, or that way if I go horizontal, it'll be horizontal. And if I decide to go the other way, I can show you what that looks like too. So let's bring it in here and we will cut you right at, I feel like I get more accurate measurement on here than I do the large one. But of course you can't cut tall bases. So, it's kind of, what do you do more? In fact, here's a question for you. Do you do side fold or top fold as your default card? And that is true. Handmade homemades, it's never dull. But there you go. Because I am a top fold most of the time. But I was watching a video the other day of my, I could do a frame. I could also matte this in gold, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to score this at 4 1/4, so it can either be top fold or side fold. Ooh, the side folds. Oh, okay, we're seeing it. We're seeing it come through. Because my friend Laura Basson is a side folder. I'm like, she is. She mentioned it on a video she did, and I was like, she really is a side folder, and I like side folds. You know, like I might be moving towards the side fold. Yeah. A lot of side folders out there, but a lot of, you know, there we go. So here's the thing, right? We can go this way. See, look at that margin. Oh, come on. Come on, Kathy, get that margin. Oof. Now that is kind of cute. It looks like a package. Doesn't it kind of look like a package? Oh, that's really cute. I actually think I might want to have it. Let's put the foam tape on. Now, sending warm hugs, I feel like that's a kind of an evergreen greeting. It doesn't need to be seasonal. It can be any time of year. But also, I found this font and I really loved it. It's kind of like slightly 70s vibe, but not really. But I'm going to do a few more dies eventually in this style because I think it's really fun. Okay, side fold people. Here's the thing. Maybe this is my year. Maybe 2026 is the year of the side fold. Oh, I just got a text from Dan. He said, there's a happy hour after school. I'll keep you posted. I'm like, well, of course there's a happy hour. Teachers need to unwind. All right. I think this is enough because this is very sturdy. But now we're going to have, I like the pine cones right there pointing up. So what do we think? Do we think that, you know, having that angled there, or we could also do, no, that's weird. That's a little too angled, but you could do that. But then you could go, you know, you could have that where a little bit hangs off. I feel like this looks more like a package. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Are we going to do the vertical or the horizontal? Either way, the card's a side fold, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, what do you think? Do we like horizontal better with this design? Let's see. Now, I might boop some things up, so Ingrid, I hope you're still here. I hope you didn't leave me. Landscape. It looks like the landscape is going to win. I think, I've seen 10 comments. Yeah, okay. See how easy that was? Okay. Because here, it still kind of looks like a gifty. Oh, wait, but what if I did upside down it and angle it? You know what I mean? Because then it does give it that sort of gifty thing where a little bit of both is touching. I like it at an angle. Okay, I'm going to pop this down. I'm also going to put some liquid glue on here. I do think the portrait's pretty too, but the nice thing is I have all of this, I have lots of strips left, so I should make, you know what I'm going to do? I'll make a tag with the leftover strips because I love tags. Now, I have been using the Positively Perfect craft glue a lot lately. I do not want to keep this glue in a little squeeze bottles because I was finding it was jamming. Almost messed that up. But I love it for when I want to have big strips coming out, you know? And I also love the smell of it. Is that weird? It has just like a classic old school glue smell. Oh, wait, which way was I doing it? Yeah, like that. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to come in here and I want to make sure I get that nice, big, beautiful, juicy angle. or margin, sorry, like that. Oh, we still have to do our tittles. Oh, I forgot that. What? No, they're right here. Okay. I've been using these craft catchers a lot lately. I'll build the tittles up as soon as this is on. Yeah, I've been using them. So like a little, see, we're going to touch a little there and we're going to touch a little there. So it's purposefully placed on our card. I really like this. And here, no, now I want to go smaller control. Here's the thing. It would look good both ways. I think I like that angled feel just because the font itself has a bit of an angle. And if you kind of tilt, well, it's like an angle. It's like an italic version of font. And when you tilt it and it gets almost a straightness to it, I'm not making any sense, but let's just do it. Let's just do it. All right, we're gonna glue you on. I need to refill my bottles. I do not have Gina's new glue. I may have to put that in an order coming soon. So I haven't tried the matte glue, but I will because I sure love Connect glue. I use it a lot. Liquid adhesive is just a very versatile tool. It's super strong and it gives you wiggle room. Let's try not to flip this, Kathy. Okay. All right, so we have our invisible boost up here. And now, I know I'm not supposed to sniff glue, but listen, sometimes you gotta go with what you know. Now here, I'm just gonna drop this for a second. Again, make sure we've got a little tapping into both of those strips and press. Okay, and then we'll add our tittle. Oh, I like this. It looks like a gift to me. Maybe up a little. Okay, right? Just kind of visualizing that. Top, bottom, G. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay, maybe back to where it was. I'm just trying to think that and that look about the same. That's why I like the liquid glue. Okay, let's get the tittle on. And the tittle didn't really need the support, you know, right? Tittle's going to be fine by itself, but we are going to do it right on the vellum because it is easier to do that. Tape runner refills. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. And I hope Gina has them in stock because it's always so sad when she doesn't. Okay, we're going to tittle you up. And then we're going to glue you on. How many? There, yeah, were there 3? Did I have 3 layers of cardstock? 2. Okay, you go there. So easy to just build your tittle. It's titillating. See what I did there? That's not, yeah. Okay, but it goes which way? The tittle has a shape to it, and you see it. You just have to figure it out. It has like a little upswing, and I never know if I'm getting it exactly how I want it or how I had it in the actual piece, but we're going to get it on there and just line it up correctly, hopefully. Okay. Does it go that way? Tittle in the middle. All right, come around. You like that. Yep, I think that'll work. And get that baby on there. And now we have it completed. But again, that doesn't need to have anything underneath it. I could have done that, but you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, let's take a look at some shiny things because you know we gone this far, so might as well. I default a lot of times to this pearl mix because it's great because it has 3 colors. So what do you want? Do you want black? Do you want silver? Do you want it curly? Do you want it straight? You know what I'm saying? And we will see what it looks like to have a few on here. Now I feel like there's more space up here. 1. And of course we go small, medium, and large. 2. Flip you. Ah. Okay, and here. Let's just pop that up for now. It's just a little, but I think it's cute. I think this is where a little embellishment is needed. So it's a fun little holiday card. But again, I have gone for a holiday vibe. Sending warm hugs is not exclusive to holiday. And you can strip up anything. Like if you had, well, what if you had done some fun ink blending and like do some ink blending with greens and ink blending with blues and then use like a silver metallic and strip it up with cardstock that coordinated. Like there's a lot of ways that you can add strips. Look for your winter pattern papers, you know, that would be more of like a general kind of dealy bob. Now I want that to be, do I want it to be like that? Or do I want it to be like that? I don't know. I just want the 5, but I don't, why am I struggling here? You go, that one doesn't look as shiny. I'm going to get a new one. All right, we're almost there. We're in the home stretch. And you are, no, are you gold? No, you're not gold. There we go. Flip it. 50-50 chance that it's going to land the right side up, and it doesn't. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's just do that. I think that's really pretty. Let's boop it up. Okay. And because this is still pattern paper, you want to be a little mindful because it's a little slick. So I try to make sure I have, I don't know, like the right amount, boop, but not too much. I don't want it to ooze out if I can avoid that. Boop. Yet you still want it to hold in place. Anyway, strips, they're fun. Aren't you having fun? Oh, I'm having a blast. I don't know about you, but strips. Okay, there's those guys. Boop. Sorry, late boop. It's funny because I didn't know this card was going to look like this, but now that it's here, I'm really happy about it. But yeah, I'll see if I can make a tag and maybe post that later. Boop. Oh, I am going to show you a tag though. And it wasn't my idea, but let's see. And the last one, boop. And there we go. The card is finished. Over the weekend, my co-worker at Simon, well, she actually works there as a full-time employee. I am a contract designer, but she is an amazing artist, designer, card maker, Nina Marie Trapani. I love when Nina just makes me want to stop, drop, and create. And I will link the video if you haven't seen it, because she did these tags and I was like, dude, they're so good. And I'll show you the tags that I made. And I'm going to use some of these strips, I think, to make some more, because I don't have enough tags made. But here's my finished card. So see, we strip it up. I mean, again, the thing that I love about this is it cuts a bunch at once. They're common sizes. There is only 1 3/4 and 1 inch. The rest are double. No, there's 3. There's 3 1/2 inch and 4 1/4 inch. Anyway, I have it linked in my supply list. But isn't that fun? I'm going to make a really fun tag that matches this. Maybe I'll do it this afternoon. However, I want to show you my tags. So Nina did this video, and I think some of these things are sold out. But look at this tag that I made following Nina's tutorial. I mean, it's like, it's got the embossing, it's got the stencil, it's got this really cool tag set that unfortunately is sold out because it was so popular. It's called Tag Scallop. I'll add it to the supplies because it would be a great year-round thing to have tag-wise. And then I did this one as well. So, and I just went crazy with paste and glitters, but Nina shows you how to do this in her video. So I'm definitely going to link it. So if you want to watch it, or just go to her channel, but I'll put a link and update that after the video. Tags are just so fun in the holidays because you can try all the crafty things. And even if it's not like, I didn't nail the landing on this, but like it's going to go on a package. It's not even going to get kept. But some people might be like, oh, that's pretty cute. You're so artsy, Kathy. And I'll be like, yeah, I really am. So that finishes today's card. Oh, design review. Let's grab the overlay. Oh gosh, Kathy. There we are. So I'm not sure what happened, but my overlay is really curvy, warped. So I put cardstock on both sides, meaning I used to have a gluey side, but this is my overlay just to talk about design. There's so little going on in terms of balance. This is all center weighted, right? You can't chip a hole in this one, right? There's nothing that's out of place. It's just solid, centered, nice wide margin, allows the design to breathe. That's why I like coming in on things, because when you put it down on a card, then it just feels a little more expansive somehow. That's the story I'm going with. We have our repetition we use in these quadrants, right? We've got gold beads, but then we've got our repeating things. We've got repeating cardstock color, repeating pattern paper, repeating matte metallic gold, and repeating strip depth. Strip depth. Say that 3 times fast. But yeah. Anyway, I really like how this turned out. And one of you is going to get this card. All you have to do is find my YouTube description. And now I know Beth has been linking things, but again, if you don't know the YouTube description, you can find it by just looking under the video where it says more, and you tap on it if you're on a device, or you click on it if you're on a computer. I don't know how to access it on a TV. I've never known. It might not even be possible, but it might be. I'm going to Google that later today. But that's my video for today. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to get working on my, what is it called? My video to talk about description box. It's going to be just like this little short informative thing, but there you go. Also, Sunday, I will have my kit unboxing on the 14th. It's going to be fun. I felt very crafty. I'll put it that way. Felt very crafty, and it's a really fun kit. So if you have questions and I didn't get to your questions, you can always email me at Kathy@kathyzilski.com. Happy to answer. And I just want to thank you for being here today and watching my channel. I am grateful that people view. Linda, I see you. Thank you for my calendar. I know I thanked you, but I got that in the mail. Excuse me. I'm grateful for those of you who come and watch my channel and leave comments. So also, if you're on the replay crew, thank you for watching on replay. It's surprising to me how many people do come back and watch on replay, because I know that not everybody is working at noon. I'm working at noon because I'm terrible at night. It's just how it goes. But I will thank you again, and I will see you all back here with another card project soon. Where's my end screen? Bye. Thanks so much for joining me today for my live stream. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you, so hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a few more videos you might be interested in checking out. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.